So you put out a video, you think it's a slow news day, you think, okay, let's put as much effort into the intro as I possibly can because of the subject matter, and then something drops and you have no intro. Oh dear. Oh. That wasn't what I expected. Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. I didn't think I'd see you for a second dose today, but here I am. Are you happy? No? Piss off. Everyone's a fucking critic. So anyway, yeah, we got another piece of news to give you. I thought this was going to be it. I've got something to do this evening. I've got to leave the house shortly. But I thought I would bring you this video before I go. So, Metro Exodus PC Gamer are reporting. Link is in the description down below for the article. Go check it out its entirety. Metro Exodus will only release on the Epic Store, but Steam pre-orders will be honoured. Now, I think it was roughly the beginning of December time. I brought you a video about how Epic were going to do their own platform to rival Steam. And one of the interesting things was the actual player bases that they both have. I think the Steam player base is roughly around 60 million people per month, which is, you know, good number. But Epic Games, purely with Fortnite alone, has a player base of around 78 million. So yeah, they're playing one specific game, and yeah, Steam is going to be a broader bracket. However, there is an audience there. There is a built-in audience there. And so, one thing that I didn't report on, but something that happened recently, was The Division 2 is actually going to go exclusively onto the Epic Store. Now, this appears to be a deal that's been made up by Ubisoft and potentially a multi-game deal. So you might find all of Ubisoft's future releases coming out on the Epic Store only and not on Steam. And I could give you reasons why, but let's just cut the BS and get down to why they've done it. And it looks like it's been done because of the revenue split. You see, if you put a game up on Steam, the revenue split is 70% to you, 30% to Steam. However, if you're using the Unreal Engine, which is owned by Epic, there's an additional 5% charge on top of that for its usage. So in theory, as a publisher, you could only be getting 65%. 30 going to Steam, 5 going to Epic Games. Epic are offering a revenue split of 88% to you and 12% to them. Not only that, if you're using the Unreal Engine, it's all incorporated. It's all incorporated. So there's no additional fee on top of that. So the revenue split is vastly superior on the Epic Store than it is for Steam. Now, one thing I think I said at the time is I think Steam need to act quickly here. When it was announced that Epic were going to put their store up, I said to myself, I said on the video that Steam need to act quick. And I think what they really need to do is they either need to match this or get it very similar, 85-15. Something along those kinds of lines. Something that would legitimately tease people to not even bother going to Epic. Don't give them an excuse. The revenue split is still ridiculously high. The amount of money that they would get is still ridiculously high. And yeah, you can get a couple of price breaks on Steam, but they're stupid, absolutely stupid money. You know, hundreds of millions worth of revenue sales to get, you know, stupid money. So as indie developers or smaller developers, they are going to be way more attracted to going to somewhere like the Epic Store than remain on Steam. Particularly when you've got bigger games now from companies and publishers like Ubisoft who will risk it, who will take a punt on this platform based off the revenue split. So now, Metro Exodus, who's published by Deep Silver, I think it's Deep Silver, that is going to go exclusively onto the Epic Store. However, it did initially go out for pre-order on Steam as well, and they will honour those pre-orders. But very soon indeed, they're going to be nixing that, so you won't be able to pre-order it on Steam anymore. And on top of that, it won't come out on Steam for a year. Now, PC Gamer are actually reporting that it will eventually come to Steam, but February the 14th, Valentine's Day. Anyone fancy sending me a card? Some chocolates? Butt plug. 14th of February, 2020. So obviously, the bulk of the sales for Metro Exodus will already be done and dusted by then. So by the time it goes onto Steam, it'll probably be at a discounted price anyway, because it's a single-player game. So it probably would have been heavily discounted by then throughout the course of the year anyway. And the amount of money that they'll actually get will be significantly lower. So yeah, you might as well just kind of like wait until it comes out. Wait until it goes onto the Epic Store. Not only that, but if you are a US person, not an Oz person, a US of A's, not a US of a US, just a US of. Instead of being $60 on Steam, it's actually going to be $50 on the Epic Store as well. So you're going to save yourself some money. Now, this is actually very interesting indeed, because there's no reason for Deep Silver to have done that. There really isn't. There's no reason for them to have given the extra discount to the gamer. And it only seems to be for America. In the UK, it's still 50 quid. It's still going to be the same price. But that is interesting because, yes, they're getting a better split in terms of revenue. But what it looks like Deep Silver have done is they're actually passing that, or at least partial, rather a large partial, part of that split onto you, the consumer. And that is, in this day and age, that is like unheard of. So this is actually a really nice gesture, if it does come to pass, by Deep Silver to put it up for only $50. Now, what this could also be, and this is just a theory, there isn't anything to substantiate this, this is just a theory. This might be, because that you can still pre-order on Steam for a limited time before that gets nixed, this might be an attempt to prevent people from doing that. Oh, I'll order it on Steam. My major library's on Steam. You know, I'll go there and I'll do that. But then you're just like, well, if you come to here, also $10 cheaper. And then maybe once the pre-orders for Steam have ended, then it might go up to $60. But that is just speculation. That is just speculation. Like I said, it might be carrot dangling to try and get you to test out the Epic Store. And no reason why they shouldn't try something like that. So already, and this honestly should be rather concerning to Valve now, because already since its announcement in December, we're still in January. We're at the arse end, so it's only a month or two later since this announcement. They've managed to get The Division 2 and a potential multi-game deal with Ubisoft for the Epic Store, and now Metro Exodus, which a lot of people are looking forward to playing. There's a lot of fans of the Metro series. There's a lot of fans of the books, of the lore, of the whole job lot. And I don't expect it to be a game of the year or anything, but I do expect it to sell pretty well, decent. But you know, this is just revenue which is going out of Steam's hands, and it's a weird one, because I think Steam should have reacted. I think they should have reacted. I think they might have underestimated this, because if this does sell well, then obviously it will produce more revenue split for Deep Silver, which other companies are going to look at and say, oh, okay, so, you know, the power of the Steam platform isn't necessarily the only thing which is going to carry us forward. You know, this platform will do just as well. And it's going to be interesting to see how well the Division 2 sells as well. Because if that sells very well, then all it's saying is developers come to the Epic Games Store. Really, really interesting times here. Really interesting times. Has Valve actually got a legit rival? I think maybe so. I think maybe so. I think they have underestimated what Epic can do, and if they're not careful, they could see their grip on this industry kind of beginning to loosen up. Maybe then they'll make Half-Life 3. Nah. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.